So this time on Friday, we were trying to keep things together as I had things malfunctioning on the board and everything else was kind of going crazy. And there was a lot of stressors that were going on because Jbird was not here. And there are days where Jbird just can't make it in. Obviously, we get sick and that kind of happens. But what had happened is we started the show and there was no Jbird and no sign of Jbird. And we're like, oh, okay, just must be running a little bit late. And then we got to like 6:30 and we're like going, okay, well, let's check and see what's going on with him. We got to make sure he's okay. No word. Got to like 7 o'clock. We're like going, okay, now this is just something that never happens. And so there was a little bit of panic that was kind of settling in. And so we're trying to, continue with the show and stay focused on that. But at the same time, our concern was, growing.
Well, we called your phone and it went right to voicemail, like it was dead or off. And we were like, oh, damn, they Nancy Guthrie'd him. He's been abducted.
You never know these days.
And we don't have the money to pay the ransom. I'm just going to let you know right now.
I felt pretty bad because when I was able to get to my phone and have people thought I was dead.
Well,
we did.
Yeah, I mean,
we were horrified.
I'm so sorry.
I think it was about this time that we really started to get a little bit panicked, and we were calling everybody we could. Some people were at the gym, other people were just kind of out of reach, and so we were just trying to do everything we could to try to get proof of life and be like, we got to make sure that he's absolutely okay. And then it was probably about this time that we'd found out, hey, I went to Jbird's and I was beating on the windows and the doors, and there's no answer.
Yeah, my little girlfriend was over there, all 5 feet of her, maybe 4'11", and she's beating on all the windows and doors, and she's like, I don't see him, I don't hear him, I hear nothing coming from inside the house. And we were like, oh my God, he's dead on the floor.
Yeah.
I was on the floor, but no, I wasn't dead.
Thank God.
Barely alive.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so we finally, I think it was maybe about 8:30, somewhere around there, that we kind of got word that Jbird had thrown his back out, didn't have his phone near him. And
he was on the floor like a fish out of water.
Yes, and with everything we do, it has to be so dramatic. So
it was very dramatic.
So tell me what was going on with you, because we clearly know what was happening here and what was going on in our studio with the panic. And I was like, Denny's, we got a hold of this person, and so we were really kind of focused on that. I go, oh yeah, no, we got to do a show. What was going on with you? When did you get up? How'd your back get thrown out? Where were you?
So my book bag had my laptop and phone in it on my kitchen counter when I was able to stand up and walk around. I had a wicked migraine, and it was awful. And the only thing I had was aspirin, but I hadn't eaten anything. And I took 3 aspirin on an empty stomach, and it tore me up to the point where I was vomiting, which I thought aspirin didn't do that to you.
I guess if you have a sensitive tummy, anything can do that.
So I was violently throwing up, and I know this is going to be a surprise, I don't throw up gently. So I'm throwing up, and my back goes out because my back goes out on the right side, and it starts to spread, and I go, oh, here it comes. And I'm on the ground, and I go, oh, this is
Were you naked?
I was, no, I had my kind of like bum clothes on.
Okay.
Yeah. I just crawled to my bedroom floor and tried to just lay there, and I didn't hear your friend knock.
You didn't?
I did not.
She was banging on every window and every door.
Yeah. So then all of a sudden I hear boom, boom. That got my attention. So I'm crawling to my door, and I go, who the hell is trying to break into my house? And there's this big silhouette at my door, and they're taking this, looks like a bat, banging it, trying to get through my door. They're ripping it apart, and I'm a little paranoid these days. So that's why I go, am I going to have to fight somebody on the ground?
So that was Bigfoot, your kidney brother. Now, there is no room, I think, that he couldn't get into if he set his mind to it. That is a man on a mission with the muscles to back it up.
Well, the way my door is, you can see a silhouette of somebody, and I go, because he's a big dude.
He's a big dude, and he was not playing around.
Well, I heard the first big knock. I go, what is going on? Because I'm already out of it. I'm going, do I answer this? And then I just hear, boom, 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 boom. I go, oh my gosh, it's going down. All right, how am I going to fight? And so I crawl to the door, and I just go, who is it? Who the hell's at my door? And he goes, go, who? It's Romano. And I go, ugh. I opened the door and said, brother, everyone thought you were dead.
Oh, my gosh.
And yeah, it's pretty much what happened.
How is your door today?
I have to get a new door.
Okay.
I definitely have to get a new door because he was hitting it with all of his might.
Well, he thought that you were in there in distress, possibly dying, and he was going to make sure that door came down.
Well, how did you guys think I died? You didn't think... what was the thinking of?
We didn't know, but
Yeah.
we figured that, we just thought, okay, there's no way he would miss the show. There's no way he would be sleeping at 8 because you don't sleep that long.
Yeah.
I don't sleep that long.
And we were like, he's either incapacitated or dead.
Yeah, and I haven't been sleeping good either, so that kind of jacks you up as well. So you go in these weird kind of, I don't know, I call them heroin naps. I've never done heroin, by the way, but you're just like in and out. And you,
Maybe don't call it a heroin nap then.
Yeah, okay, never mind.
Bad name.
It's called, it's a weird
Our
nap.
bosses are going to be like, can you pee in this cup?
I swear, I will. There'll be no heroin. I swear.
No heroin. No, we promise. It's a joke.
So then I'm getting, Jim helps me. Klepto came over. They helped me get my bag. They got my phone. And they're saying, dude, everyone thought you were dead.
Yeah.
But I was trying to figure out, do they think I was dead because of an accident?
No,
Or-
we just thought there's just never been a time when we couldn't get a hold of you. And people are beating on the windows and doors. And they're like, we don't hear anything.
Well, and then you got, a couple crazy stories. You have, Bob Saget, where he just seemed able-bodied and fine, and he just fell and hit his head, and it took him out. And the same thing with was Ace Frehley from Kiss.
Yeah.
Two of those guys had gone that way. And so those are the kind of things that are playing in my head, because knowing how hard you're having a time getting around, I'm like, if he just fell and hit his head, that could
be
what I'm
lights
doing.
out.
Right, yeah.
So yeah, it just threw my whole body into a complete. I couldn't get to anything. I couldn't do anything, and I could only do that army crawl. And it's pretty much how it went down. And I apologize that people thought I was dead.
Yeah.
Well, thank God you're not. That's all that matters. You're okay.
Yeah,
we got to get you one of those life alert bracelets.
Be a great endorsement, wouldn't it?
Remember that commercial? I've fallen and I can't get up.
That is exactly what we needed.
That is what we needed.
Yeah, just to know, okay, he is alive. He's just down and can't move.
Well, it's not that I'm known for accident, having accidents and being accident prone.
I don't ever want to do that again.
Yeah,
my sweet little girlfriend was in the yard and she said she started crying.
No.
And Bigfoot was trying to go through the door. And I'm like, oh my God, so dramatic.
It was probably really traumatic for her. I didn't know who it was because when the door finally opened, I heard a female's voice, and I'm thinking it's you.
No, we were here.
I feel
freaking out.
She was crying.
Yes.
Oh man, I feel terrible.
Well, she thought we were going to find you dead because that's what I was texting her. I'm like, we think he's dead.
All right.
You got to get in there.
We got to find a different way about this. If that ever happens again.
Yeah, we need to get you the I've fallen and I can't get up life alert bracelet.
Yeah, that probably is the best thing, honestly. Yeah, I think I know I'm going to get you for your next.
My grandma's got one. Look, it's real.
Have you known for people to get sick on aspirin?
Anything can make you throw up if you've got a tender tummy.
And nothing in it.
Yes, anything can do that to you.
Okay, so we unpacked what happened with Jbird on Friday. His back had gone out. We didn't hear from him, and he got his door all busted up.
And I want to say thank you to Bigfoot, Klepto, and Honeyface came. My girlfriend came after. She woke up to all of these text messages, and she thought I was dead as well. So
Yeah.
she was not there that night. I was by myself. People are asking, oh, Honeyface dropped the ball, and all this stuff. Yeah, she didn't know until she knew.
No, she was awakened and shook like everybody.
Yes.
And I thank everyone who was concerned.
So, everything was there was a lot that was kind of going on. That was just,
It was an exhausting Friday.
It was. It's been a long week, and I'm like, well, if I just make it through Friday, I'm good. And then, everything happened on Friday. I'm like, it was just maybe more than I could really kind of handle.
Friday kicked you in the giblets.
It really did. And you know what? I tried to kick it back, and then that's why I'm hobbling today.
I mean, you want to have a foot race? See who
Gosh,
wins.
it'd be so depressing and sad. It's just us going at it. So what had happened with me was I got home from all that, and I had to kind of rush home because I had a lunch that I was meeting somebody for.
And you had to do like a little shuffling of vehicles and
Yes.
as you do every day.
Right, as I do every day. But I was like, oh, okay. I thought I was going to get a ride from my mother-in-law there. And then I was like, oh, it was sooner than I thought. So I said, I'm going to take an Uber. And so I went into my Uber app, and we've had all kinds of issues with my son using Uber and maybe misusing Uber, and there was no money left on the Uber. And I'm sitting there going, oh, gosh, I'm trying to enter my credit card, and it wants some kind of code that it says I don't have. And I'm like, I've got 10 minutes to get there. Like, I hate being late. And so I start walking fast to then go ask my mother-in-law, hey, can you just drive me? I'm sorry to inconvenience you.
The Uber thing's not working out.
I hit something with my shin and it knocks me. I go flying into the wall, and somewhere mid-walk with that, because I was looking at my phone at my Uber app as I was walking.
You tripped over something.
This is in a place it shouldn't be because it's in a walkway. And sure enough, it was my wife had gotten a Roomba, and it's still in the box.
Big box.
Huge box. And all I know is I came up, I kicked it once with the side, kind of a soccer kick kind of thing. I was like, you know what? That felt good. Let's do that again. And then I really teed off, and I went straight toe right into the box. And as soon as I did, I'm like, that was bad because that really hurt. I'm like, I don't know what I've done, but I knew I seriously messed up my foot.
You showed that box. It's not going to be tripping you again.
You're right. Yeah, I'll probably bust a Roomba inside. We haven't unpacked it yet, so I don't know what I got in there. But yeah, so that was it. So I go walking into my lunch with a severe limp and just having the stress of Friday on my face. He's like, what happened to you? I mean,
tequila, please.
I look like, yeah, I did. I went through 2 Palomas. He's just like going, all right.
Sucking them down.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
What a mess this show is.
Oh, wow. So, yeah, it was not my finer moment. And then, and then, of course, I'm like going, oh, that's right. We've got a street cleanup. I probably got to walk 3 miles tomorrow.
Oh.
Well, because the last one we did, I was in a wheelchair.
Right, yeah.
So
yeah.
were you on crutches for that one?
No, what happened, I text Virginia because I figured I know she's got some older people on either side of her.
I mean, my neighborhood is filled with elderly.
So I was like, can you try to help me out? I'm like, it's hard to explain, but I kicked a box like a moron, and I cannot really walk well. And can you find me one of those little scooters? And Virginia, sure enough, God bless her, she went out, her and Rocco on a mission, went to the old neighbor, and luckily she's a hoarder and she's got all kinds of stuff, and she had one.
Miss Allie has everything you need. Whatever you need, you let me know. Miss Allie's got a warehouse away from her home where she's got stuff, and bless her heart, she drove all the way over there to get that little mobility scooter for Kevin.
That was so sweet.
And brought it to me, and she's like just a sweet doll. So big ups, Miss Allie.
Yeah.
You got me my wheelchair.
Yeah, that's from Maddie's Fight Foundation. Like, we know a lot of people that got a lot of tools for the gimped.
Yes, it was very nice. And unfortunately, I hate to say the show needs it. So yes,
It's very gimpy around here.
I am on crutches here today. I'm hoping that it's nothing too severe, and I'm hoping it's a day-by-day thing. But today I'm on them.
Are we an injury off?
No, you clearly win. So I'm like,
Kevin wants out.
Yeah, I hate injury off. So I'm like, and I know I brought it on myself like a big idiot. So,
but why was it in the middle of the pathway?
We could have a discussion on that. It probably was misplaced. Yes, I don't know. Walkways is the right way to put a very heavy box, but it took me down, and I was just thankful like my wife wasn't there, because 1, it looked silly, but 2, I know she would have been cackling, laughing at how hard I crashed into the wall, and I would have been 10 times more angry. I would have definitely, without a doubt, shattered my whole foot. I can kind of move it; it just hurts. So I don't think it's anything severe.
It's too bad you don't have those indoor cameras. We can get a little video of you taking said trip and fall and then proceeding to kick the box and hurt yourself.
I just, because you can tell on the second kick, I immediately was like, oh.
The box let you have the first one.
It did. It gave me one. It's like, all right. Then when I went, I got too big. I was like, I felt good. I'm like, I'm sure the second one will feel even better.
How good did the first one feel?
First one felt great. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I just, it was the only power I had left. I was losing everything. You ever just have those days where it's like, you always try to keep your cool. That's the one thing I always try to do, stay composed, and it just one too many.
When things fall apart to the level of Friday,
yeah,
sometimes it's best to tap out
Yeah.
and just say, you know what? I'll get them tomorrow.
Should have. Yeah. Probably
But you had a
should've.
meeting. You couldn't.
I did. I had
you
to
had
keep
to
going.
get there, and you had a time crunch, and you had the stressor did not lay up.
One stressor too many. Didn't handle the last one well.
You'll get them tomorrow, Pumpkin.
Yeah, we'll try.
Oh, man, what a rough weekend.
It was a rough Friday.
Yeah, there was a lot going on. Well, what is the dumbest thing you have done to injure yourself? You can make me feel better by talking about what you've done as well. 877-979-WRMF. Sometimes maybe you just get too big for your britches, too, and you think, you know what, I still can act like I'm 17 years old. And then you realize after that injury, you cannot. I know your husband's hurt himself on a skateboard before.
He has. You know, he skated fine in his 20s, but now he's in his 40s. And you don't fall quite as gracefully as you used to back then.
That's true. Yeah, you really don't.